And welcome back, everybody, to another part of Danganronpa. Last time, quite a bit of shit happened. Spoilers for, I don't know why you'd be watching this out of order, but spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen what's before this. We found out that Monokuma's traitor is Sakura, and a lot of people are kind of split on that. Byakuya and Toko are trying to, like, hide from her. Hina wants to defend her. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's, like, yelling at each other. Hina slapped Byakuya in the face, then Genocide Jack tried to slice off Hina's ear. Everything was bad. Everybody's fighting, everything's going to shit. So, the recipe for disaster is in the air, and we don't know when the fuck somebody's gonna die, so we just gotta try to continue and see what happens. I'm gonna be real with you guys, I don't remember what the fuck we were doing. What was the last thing we were gonna do? Let's read the manuscript. Oh god, okay, that's what's going on. We also connected to Alter Ego. That told us the history of the school, that the administrators of Hope's Peak are the ones keeping the students here. It was their plan. We don't know why, but Alter Ego says, I want to help you guys. You guys are my friends. If you can go to the secret room and connect me to the internet, I can try to call for help, or we can try to find more information. So right now, Mukuro and Kyoko are heading to the secret room to try to connect Alter Ego to the internet. So let's go. What the fuck are you doing here, dude? Makoto? What the? Why do you seem so surprised? Nothing's wrong. Why would anything be wrong? He's acting really strange. Well, I guess he's always acting really strange. Okay, well, gonna go back to my room now. Take her easy, partner. See ya. A little awkward. A little strange. What the fuck is this now? What? I don't even know what that means.
Have you reached that certain age?
What in the fuck? What are you doing? Living. I see. Anyway, I've headed back to my room. I'll just be there, living, totally calm. Alright. A lot of people acting weird today. Bringing out all the characters. I feel like I'm back watching Dr. Doodle. There's all half the people that were in the fucking theater. Animal Crossing. Where's the secret room at? Oh yeah, in the bathroom. Hey, Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go, and make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Ah, I get it. She's acting. See, Kyoko's smart. They are trying to connect Alter Ego to the internet, but they know that there's security cameras outside that Monokuma's watching, so they're acting like they're trying to go in and look for documents so that so Monokuma doesn't think that they're connecting this computer to the internet. That's what they're doing right now. She was so forceful, I thought I made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then.
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Okay. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. That should be in the drawers. Kyoko said there might be one in the drawer. Okay. We just started, dude. We're just trying to connect Alter Ego to the internet. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled up the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right. Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. Alright, sweet. Now we're making progress. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help.
So,
So please wait just a little while longer.
I
Just hold tight.
do my best.
Put your faith in me. You got it. I was about to leave. I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and the rest of us as friends. Aww. Even me.
Thank you.
All done.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone just like I told you. Makoto was such a bad actor.
Correct. Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That much was for sure. Ah, Kyoko!
What?
So are we just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Damn. Cold. Cold shit. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Ugh.
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you gonna do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
The way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. And what should we...
so
We can find some new clue that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for now. What's up, Dr. P?
correct.
All we can do is wait. So pretty much now we gotta wait. Alter Ego's connected to the internet. Monokuma has no idea about his existence. So all we have to do is kind of stall for time until we can find any more new information or maybe contact help. It's kind of the situation that they're in right now. Assuming that nobody kills each other in the meantime. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired. So I laid in the bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I'd completely dozed off. What? Uh-oh, somebody's ringing on the doorbell. Yo, Josh P, thanks for the sub, dude. 21 months. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Somebody's ringing the doorbell. Shh. Keep it down. Who is it? Huh? It's never good when somebody... Uh-oh. Hey, thanks for the emote. I got a cute one. All right. Ding dong. The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and put me in the real world. Who is it? Who the fuck could be at the door, Chet? Alright, shut up. No jokes aside, here we go. Rattle, rattle.
Makoto.
Shh. It was him! Shh. Come out. Kyoko's saying, Mukuro, get out of here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something has happened. Oh, fuck! All we needed was for things to be normal. And wait till Alter Ego got help. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room again? That's where bad shit happened last time. Fuck that room. The rec room. Okay, let's hurry. What? Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura. Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking. I tried calling her name. But she wouldn't respond.
Huh?
What should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door is locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. Monokuma said don't break down locked doors!
Wrong.
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Then why?
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair?
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. There's no problem if we break in? Alright, you say so! Inside the rec room, Sakura still hasn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? I'm going to water. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom! Use it!
Mukuro.
You can handle this, right, Mukuro? What if it's a trap? What if it's a trick? I took hold of the broom and swung it as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window, started jostling the chair leaning up against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura. I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... All I felt was cold death. There we go! Oh shit, the next victim was Sakura! Damn! Who killed this bitch? The ultimate martial artist, the strongest person in the game, has now been killed. Fuck. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... Nani?
A body has been discovered.
Oh shit!
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you
It's investigation time yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. This is it. Deadly Life. Case 4.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Hina's not gonna be happy about this!
Sakura's
That was like her best friend.
dead?
Oof.
She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. I know, it's just like, fuck! Dude, literally Alter Ego was about to like connect to the internet and they were finally gonna get help if people could have just like not fucking killed each other. If people could have just been calm. And everybody was arguing and fighting and there was so much like discord between everybody. They couldn't hold off. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or reaction? I have to go get them. I have to get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I... Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone. What? Ogre?
Yes.
Ah, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed, I see. This case has a lot of suspicious individuals. A lot of people really wanted Sakura dead after finding out that she was the spy. A lot of people had a motive. Byakuya, Genocide Jack, Yasuhiro. Those are the obvious ones, but there's always people that are not obvious too. We can't rule out. Well, Kyoko was with us, but we don't know. Cannot rule shit out. Can't rule out Hina. Anything's possible. Something smells like Chinese food in my house and it smells good.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you're going to say? No. Whoever killed her. It's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault.
It was one of you! Hiro, Byakuya, and Toko. One of you killed Sakura. You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it. You know it. Oh! What? Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase that much just by getting mad. Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. It's the Monokuma file, chat. Woohoo! Alright, what was the cause of death? How the fuck did they pull off killing this bitch? She's the strongest one! What kind of crazy, complicated fucking plan went into action? Why is everybody acting so weird? And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I want to ask you. It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura. Ooh, was it Monokuma? That's not possible, Makoto, you idiot. Nani. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and then I killed her. Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. Saved me the trouble having to go through that with a little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. Gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the Blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
Oopsie. Before you get all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. So all your lives are on the line, right?
What is this?
He owes them one.
I will forgive you.
Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. Damn, this is, like, fucked up. I feel so bad for Hina. Like, I had no problems with Sakura. She was always cool with us, you know? She looked scary, but she never did it. Like, she was always chill. But she, like, you could tell that she didn't, like, willingly work with Monokuma. It's not like she was like, I love you, Monokuma. Let's kill as many people as we can. Monokuma manipulates and fucks with people. Monokuma's whole thing is that he fucks with people. I think Sakura was innocent, man. I think Sakura did nothing wrong. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway.
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. And let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina, I'm okay. Just let me handle it. I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. Damn, Byakuya is ordering Kyoko around? I don't know, bud. I actually think that Kyoko is smarter than Byakuya. Byakuya's been wrong before. Kyoko, I would say is smarter than Byakuya. I would say. Maybe I'm wrong. An order.
That's fine.
Wow, she just took it. Okay, fine. Oh, shit. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What?
It's your fault.
One of you killed Sakura. I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one that killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. God, this is gonna be a fucked up investigation. She's like, nope. Eat shit. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in, just me. You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway. Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy. And you, Hiro, do you really object? What can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Everybody's acting real shady.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
Poor Hina. Innocent.
Hey. Locked.
For those of us still alive and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely are not allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy, dead body? Damn, dude, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's such a dick. He's such a dickhead.
Listen.
It's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
Listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. That's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to do it. Oh, snap. Alright. First things first, I gotta change the sub counter. It's not accurate. I didn't realize that till right now. When this started playing in that Mario 64 Danganronpa game, I was like, holy shit. Now it's all updated and correctified. If you want my opinion, Harper, I consider this the second weakest one. To be honest. It's better than Case 1, but not as good as 2 and 3, in my opinion. 5 and 6 are way better than everything else before it, but I think that this one is a step down after 2 and 3. Like 1, 2, and 3 were better, and I think this is a step back. And then, yeah. I don't think this case is quite as good. It's a lot shorter, and there's a big twist in it, but a lot of them have like multiple twists. You know what I mean? Like some of them have a twist, and then you're like, oh my god, I can't believe that. Then a couple minutes later, another thing, and this one kind of only has like 1 or 2 ones, and then that's it. It's kind of like whoa, and then it's like okay, yeah. But then 5 and 6 come along, and it's just like your brain is like having a short circuit. So, all right, here we go. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
Hey,
Yeah, this one's not really complicated. There's like one big mystery. And you're like, well, how the fuck did the killer pull that off? And then when you find out how they pulled it off, you're like, oh, okay, wow. And then that's it. It's not like a multitude of complicated things. There's like one big secret. Yeah, Sakura died, dude. The ultimate martial artist. Smashed over the head until she vomited blood, is what the Monokuma files said. Who the fuck was able to pull that off? But there's also damage to her skull from an object. We got to do more investigation. We'll find out. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. So, yeah, it's a locked room case. And you're trying to figure out how the killer was able to lock the room. It's interesting, but we'll see. Which means the killer would have to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out until we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
in other words,
This is a classic locked room murder. A locked room murder. I guess you might see this kind of thing in a lot of mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, even then through some special method seals the room. Now, I read this murder mystery called The Los Angeles BB Murder Cases, and that novel featured a locked room case, and that one was sick. Like, you're like, how the fuck did this person kill somebody in a locked room? And when you figure out how they pulled that one off, it's like, what the fuck? So that's one type. That's the type that was in the novel that I read. What's the other 3? This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a stream, simple mechanisms. There's also a number of variations. Oh, we gotta check the door.
Correct.
The second type of locked room murder is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh.
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from the outside to target the victim inside the room, which means that the killer locks the room beforehand, then somehow finds a way to kill the person inside while being outside the room. That's the second type of locked room murder. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door. Something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There's no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow for that. Okay.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it is opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
There's actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. You think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. But why would the killer want a locked room murder? How would the killer benefit from having Sakura die in a room that was locked? That's the biggest question. Which of the 4 seems the most likely?
It's true.
Okay. Right now, I can't really say. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay. There's a lot of things to look around at. First things first, let's check the door. Okay. The door doesn't have a lock. Ah, that's interesting. So the door doesn't have a lock itself. That's what Kyoko said earlier. There's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only noticeable change in the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door itself. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So,
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. What's up, Epic Man? Welcome. The next victim was Sakura. Sakura Ogami was found dead in the rec room. We're trying to investigate. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loves the protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. Yeah, Sakura was the one murdered, dude. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the chem lab has all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the chemical lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. Okay, so they're looking at this, and Makoto's like, oh, well, the broken glass just must be from when I smashed the window. Why, chat, is that not... Why is there a hole in that logic? Why is that a little strange? Why is Makoto a little wrong about this? Well, I mean, he used the broom. He used the broom to smash out the window, so the glass would have gone flying everywhere. Yeah. Harper. What Harper brings up is a good point. Why is the glass underneath the cup? That shouldn't have mattered. So why the fuck is there broken glass underneath the cup? It's interesting.
correct.
Ah, Kyoko. But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So,
Can't say for sure yet, but you're probably gonna want to take note of it. I already figured it out. Can't fool me. I think it'll become an important clue later on. I don't know. I can't possibly see how that would be important. Empty protein drink has been added to the truth bullets. Okay. What is this? This looks like some kind of wrapper. Huh? That's... You recognize it, Hina?
well,
Yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help calm her down. She gave the candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we can get in the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
'cause, I mean,
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Polka dot candy wrapper. Alright, let's inspect the body. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of a blow to the head. Normally, I wouldn't have a problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips, for sure. What's up, Mario fan? What's going on? Welcome to Danganronpa, dude. What would have caused her to vomit blood? What's up, funniest chief? Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Got ya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting, Chad. I mean, it's possible, but think about this. At the same time, there was still a blow to the back of her head. We can't ignore that. Even if somebody was able to poison her, how were they able to pull that off? And what was the point of the damage to the back of her head? Because if you're just gonna poison her, that would kill her, right? Why did there also need to be an attack wound to the back? Very strange. Most interesting, don't you agree? I wouldn't call it interesting, but it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood has to absolutely be connected. I'm with you guys. I think poison, it is. What is this, though? What is this? There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. There's something else on the ground near the glass. Now keep in mind though, this glass is red. The glass underneath the cup is blue, so it's very different. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a little Monokuma. It is Monokuma figure. Wait a second. What's that all the way by the magazine rack? Let's check that shit out. Blood? There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf? It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kind of magazines here. Okay. Hold up. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. The blood is just pink in this game. That's just how the whole game is. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles? Mukuro, you're not thinking right, dude. You're thinking like a normie. Quit thinking about dumb shit.
So...
See, the reason why this case, in my opinion, is a little weaker compared to the other ones is a lot of the clues are like in your face. A lot of the clues are like obvious. You don't really see a lot of shit that's like, what the fuck does this even mean? What does this even mean? A lot of the clues are like, oh, that's where that came from. Oh, that's what that is. That's why this happened. It was a lot more straightforward. You're just kind of spitting facts. The killer was sloppy. They didn't really hide much. The last case, he had Celeste figuring out all this shit. Bodies were disappearing. Celeste was pretty crazy. This one, killer wasn't, quite as thorough. It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? Where the bottle's opening smaller than the boat placed inside. Never seen that? Maybe I have.
In other words...
This is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Exactly. Monokuma bottle been added. I feel like I'm starting to make sense of things little by little. See what I mean? The pieces are coming together way faster. Usually it's kind of like, what? Then case 5 and 6 are going to come around, and you're going to be like, and on his farm he had a clue. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle. Right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was used as a weapon. Is that true? Also, what the fuck is this? The locker's open, and there on the inside is a handprint? There's a handprint on the inside of the locker.
Why?
It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. Ooh, shit. Maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open. Don't you think? And during the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Fortunately, that's not a possibility. Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? I don't know, Epic Man. You gotta keep watching, dude. Yeah, the locker was already open, so there we go. So it's like, oh, maybe the killer was hiding, but when they saw Sakura before they even opened the room, the locker was already open. Well, what does that fucking mean?
indeed.
There's no way someone could have hidden there until after we opened the door. What does this handprint mean? What else to investigate? Let's talk to Byakuyar.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. He's not even trying not even trying to hide how much he despises me. Better go before he crushes my soul completely.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would have gone down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. How was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? Did someone get the upper hand? It must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They wouldn't have needed it if they expected to have any chance against her. We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. Has to be one of them. I couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? I don't want to say anything for sure, man. Then let me help you find out more. Oh, wait a what? You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. The plot thickens! Oh, shit! What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. When I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force, this never would have happened. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Damn. But the fact that she asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Alright, let's interrogate now. Because none of them brought this up. That's shady. The fact that none of them brought this up is very suspicious. There's something I'd like to ask you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and I threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her, but is that the truth? Until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it.
Come on.
Damn. Alright, well, before we can question Hiro and Genocide Jack or Toko, we have some more stuff to look at apparently. So, and then we're gonna question them. Glass is red. This is the bottle.
Hey,
Okay. Something up.
certainly.
Okay. Who do we still need to look at here? We looked at the locker. Talked to everybody here. What about this? What about the chair? The chair was shoved up against the doorknob so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think that the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the doors and the chair, there's no doubt that the reason we didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not the outside.
Listen.
Well, Mukuro, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with the people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Oh, Harper, put your ideas in the chat. I'm interested. I'm interested to hear what you are theorizing. So, Kyoko's gonna stay here and do some more investigation. She's on guard duty anyways, which gives us an opportunity to interrogate the two people who supposedly met up with Sakura, but didn't even bring that up when her body was found. It's very shady, in my opinion. So, we'll see.
Listen to me.
I mean, yeah, that is possible. But, like, why? Why? Why would she lock herself in the room after being attacked? I don't know. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with two people. I need to hear what they have to say. Alright, here we go. This door is the only way in and out of the rec room. The door doesn't even have a lock. There's no evidence the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window. Alright, you've read all this, so let's get the fuck out of here. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. Alright, who are we interrogating first? Toko? Yasuhiro? What do they know? What are they not telling us? That's Sayaka. Remember Sayaka, dude? Throwback to when Sayaka was alive. Holy shit. Fucking 700 hours ago. Just want to talk, Toko. What's up? Ding dong. And after a few seconds. Who's there? Ugh, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
Oh.
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. Oh, shit! I feel like we're in a trial already. What do you got to say about that? I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she asked to meet with him. She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? Wow, what the fuck? You just fucking sold yourself out. I guess it's totally obvious, huh? Yes, pretty much. So tell me about it. I admit, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept this as fact. Is that good enough? I'm going back to my room. But Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account had been added to the Truth Build section of your handbook. What about Schnasahiro? What's he got to say? Ding dong. Anybody home?
You know?
What's up, Mukuro? You need something? In fact, Yasuhiro, I do. Just so happens I need to ask you a few questions, Big Chief. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself. She asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and took me to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Yeah, do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Oh, this was a bruh. It was at this moment that a bruh moment had occurred. Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash.
What?
I can't deny that Ogre wanted to meet with me, but I never went. So if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. That looks very familiar. Kind of like the candy that Hina stole and only had access to. Only Hina and Sakura had access to that candy, so what the fuck does Yasuhiro have a wrapper for it? My lips are sealed. Alright. Well, let's go to the chemical lab because that's where the protein shake that fell on the ground came from. So we can maybe do some investigating with that. There's still a lot of goofy, weird ends, like loose ends. The locked door, the smashed bottle, the candy wrapper, the blood by the magazine stand. There's a lot of very strange pieces all floating around here in the aether. How's everybody's night going so far? Are you enjoying the stream? Talking / Danganronpa playing, all that stuff. Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. I appreciate you guys being here, spending it with the Milky Finishers. Where the fuck is the chem lab? Is this it? No? Is the chem lab on a different floor? I think you found it. Nice, dude. Thai food's sick. I love like a good chicken pad Thai, dude. It's banging. Mukuro, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Why is Byakuya here? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. What the fuck, dude? He's like an extra dickhead in this case. He's like an extra piece of shit. What the fuck is all over the floor? Everyone pissed themselves? So, did you find anything? Somehow I can sense him saying, leave me alone, without him having to say it. That's good that Mukuro has that vibe, though. There's a lot of people I wish would get the hint. You know, some people that you don't want to talk to, they run up to you and start telling you all about their day and shit. I wish that everybody kind of could pick up on those vibes. Anyways, what's all this about? This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I can't get over how big it is. Should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly, right now, what the fuck's the powder that's all over the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the case as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Let's go, chop chop. Okay. So, we have shelf A, shelf B, shelf C, with footprints only going from shelf A and back, never having access to shelf B or C. But the bottle is to the right. What does this mean?
I see.
It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to the shelf, did what they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be
It's certainly possible.
Mukuro. Are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Fortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Fortunately. With how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. Okay. There's a bunch of yellow powder on the floor. Better not leave a footprint. It's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle has a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room was not like this. Then, this powder must have been spilled.
In other words,
It could have only been spilled around the time of the incident. If that really is what happened, it must be related to the case. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. The remnants of a broken bottle. Interesting stuff. A lot of evidence. Lots and lots of evidence. This was a clumsy murder. But why? Let's check shelf A. What's on shelf A? There's all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. Protein drinks. Probably the protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelf Unit A. But wait. There's one bottle here labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? chemicals. I got no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're using experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived such in ignorance for so long? Must truly be bliss.
What?
I think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world. The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. Damn. Okay. All the bottles on this shelf are labeled B with a number. Okay. It's Unit B. Nothing weird there. And then everything in Unit C is dangerous chemicals. So, Unit A has dietary supplements and proteins and shit. B is like chemical reaction stuff. And C is all deadly toxics. But why is one of the bottles put in the A section? Okay. That's what I was saying. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section 8, but is it really possible to think that she would have accidentally got the wrong one? Sakura is a little more intelligent than that, Chet. The fact that there's all these bottles and then one of them has a skull and crossbone on it? Bullshit. I call huge bullshit. There's a bottle... In Section 8, there was a bottle from Section C. Is a bottle poison? It's definitely something. Interesting stuff. The footprints, all that shit. The Akia. Chat right now. Press 1 in chat if you have a pretty good idea who the killer is, and 2 if you still have no idea. I'm just curious. Floor. Damn, Mint Cheap. What a lame-o. Not watching with the rest of the Milky Finisher crew. Alright, back in the rec room.
Hey.
So, Mukuro, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming that they didn't see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone might be lying. Somebody is lying. Which of those three is lying? All of them? None of them?
Anyway.
Kyoko says, I made progress on my own. It's going, dude. It's crazy. We're doing some investigation stuff right now. Welcome. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You do well to look over them one more time. Wait. So, while we were gone and asking people shit and going to the chem lab and blah, 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 Kyoko was here doing more investigations. And she said that she found some stuff around here, so let's keep checking it out. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Or, I mean, do you know? Don't know. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... Oh, what? You guys can't see it. What? I'm gonna remove the face cam. He opened up the magazine that was upside down, and what's inside the magazine? Huh. The word Toko written in blood. On the pages near the center of the magazine, a word's been written in bloody letters. And it said Toko. Whoops. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
It is. It would appear that you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Huh, kind of like case 1. A dying message.
however,
Just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. I don't know. No spoilerinos, chat. That says Toko, right? Yeah, looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I will forgive you.
That's conclusive evidence. We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes it that much more suspicious. Okay. Gotcha. I think Kyoko said she'd found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. What's the new clue about the bottles? Something new, something new.
Hey,
Did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Correlation? Come on, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so,
I don't mind guiding you towards the clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. They should. Damn. I do trust you, to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. It's a little bit of trust.
hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? Interesting. Alright, we're gonna do an experiment with the Monokuma bottles. And I want you guys to see if we can figure it out together.
anyway,
Can you gather all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. You sure it's okay to mess with the crime
that
scene?
doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here,
So
so...
then,
I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, gather up the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I don't know what this is about, but let's see. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken pieces.
so then,
Damn, my internet's been acting super wonky today. Not sure why, dude. Maybe the snow? I don't know. Sometimes the weather makes it this way? I don't know. So I apologize for that. If the quality of the stream has gone down a bit. What kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I've got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Alright, this is interesting.
listen,
First, let's compare the weight of 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
in other words,
Each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Let's give it a try. Nani? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. Chat, what does that mean? What does that mean? Why are the broken pieces of glass heavier than an intact bottle? Why? Doesn't make sense. Or does it? What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you'll arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. What do you think? It's all on you. Monokuma bottle experiment been added to the truth bullet section. Helium? Helium in the glass, dude? No, check, come on. Why would you have two bottles, all right? Now, this is a bad example because these are two different bottles, but let's pretend they're the same. You got two bottles. Let's say I took one and smashed it over somebody's head. Then you gathered up all the pieces later, put them on a scale, and they weighed heavier than the other bottle. What the fuck? Why would that be? How is that possible? What secrets are lying in that experiment?
in other words, hey,
Edwards, interesting. Interesting thought process. Pay attention to something else as well. What is Monokuma holding in the left bottle? A pawn. What's he holding in the right bottle? A knight. How many different categories of things are there in chess? Pawn, rook, bishop, knight, and king. There is still something missing. So, there is a reason to believe that there were two broken bottles. Now, why does that matter? Why would there be a second bottle? And secondly, why would the killer hide the existence of the second bottle? Now, keep in mind, they left the top and the bottom of one bottle intact along with the Monokuma figure. Why is it that the top, bottom, and Monokuma figure of a second bottle is gone? Why does that matter? Why did the killer do that? What's up, Master Gamer? What is left? What else can we do?
hey,
There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Correlation. Mukuro, you slow ass. I mean, dude, they're locked inside of a school. Like, they don't have, like, forensic shit. You know? They can only investigate with what they are working with. They don't have, like, blacklight and stuff.
so
Dude, I love Keys in the Eye. Not as much as Kaguya Luna. Kaguya Luna better. Alright. Check this again one more time.
so
It looks like a protein drink. What if there's no pens? They don't even have any pens in this world. Or tape. What makes you think they have tape or pens? It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. But still, this protein can has a label that says Chem A2.
hey, correct. So
Poor Hina. That's true.
I won't forgive you.
Toko's the killer, I'm sure of it. That magazine proves it. We've got the killer cornered. What other secrets are there? Should we check the body again? Thanks for the host, dude. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Yeah, I know, but...
Hey,
Don't you think you might actually need to examine the body? Alright, Kyoko, jeez, dude. Not everybody is cool with touching dead bodies like you are. Yeah, fuck. She doesn't give a shit. She loves it. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it. That was a girl, but yeah, she's the one that died.
It's true.
Totally normal. Her name is Sakura.
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Who says that? She said, I've had a lot of opportunity to touch dead bodies in the past. What the fuck is Kyoko's ultimate? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. What? No! Yeah, you can't just fucking... You can't say shit like that and move on. That's not how it works. Her shoes? Oh, wait. Wait a second. What's up with her shoes?
correct.
You see the yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out. We've been known that was a girl since, like, case 1, bro.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder. Why would Sakura have the yellow powder on her shoes? The same yellow powder spilled in the chem lab.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Even telling you that is incredibly difficult to spot. Let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands are spotless. There's no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So what I learned from examining her body in detail, that's what we got. Interesting shit. I can't believe she was able to learn all of that by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know, please go through the...
Oh shit, it's class trial time yet again, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. All of the clues. Is that enough? Is that enough? I do not know.
See you soon.
That means probably on Monday or Tuesday we'll do the trial. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. You fail if you are unable to identify the correct killer. That's it, just game over. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery. What the... Yeah, we're Makoto. We're Makoto. Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns out positive. Try it out, chat.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. This is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. I mean, technically Toko's not. It's Genocide Jack that is. Toko's never killed anybody as Toko. Or has she today? And that person's here? That person is one of us?
Don't look at me.
I said this before, I'll say it again. It wasn't me. How can you just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat? That's how all the games are. Nobody's ever ready for the trials. You all think you're ready for the trials. You do your investigation. You do your little investigation. You find the clues, get them all ready. And you go in the trial and it's just like... You're like, oh, okay. It's time to put an end to this. I made my way towards the elevator. But with each step I took, I feel like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it began its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower. And as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Huh, just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. Chat, we started with 15 students. This game started with 15 characters and we're down to 6. Isn't that fucked up? Holy shit. God, this is a brutal game. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely? Yeah, including Mukuro. Mukuro and 5 others are alive. Well then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Alright, let's save this shit. Alright, let's just save again for good measure. You know me, I'm overly cautious. Alright. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings an end to tonight's Danganronpa segment. It's going to be a little bit because I got to not only upload last week's part, but now I have to download both these parts, stitch them together, and then re-upload them. Who's my favorite character? Unfortunately, I cannot say quite yet. I will, however, say I will be able to talk about who my favorite character is next stream. Next time we stream this, after the trial, I will be able to say who my favorite character is. So, I have not wanted to tell you guys, so that way you guys wouldn't think, oh, this character is important, or oh, that means this person, if Zach likes this person, that just means that he or she doesn't die, or this or that. But after this trial, we will now be far enough to where I will feel comfortable telling you my favorite character from Danganronpa 1. Not even close to my favorite in the series, but from Danganronpa 1. Alright, so that is a hop, skiddly, dick, jump, and end to this tonight. So, I know it's been a short stream, but I'm hungry, I'm tired, it's been a long day. I still have scenes from Dr. Doodle going on in my head. Work was pretty crazy, so I'm actually going to kind of end it tonight. So sorry, those of you guys who are looking forward to, like, Mario 64 or something. I know some of you guys are like Mario 64 or Smash or something. Longer stream. I know. I'm not feeling it, man. I'm just exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted. I'll be back tomorrow though. I'll be live tomorrow doing some cool stuff. I'm just like so tired and I'm so like just burnt out. And now I gotta go back and I gotta get the VOD and I gotta stitch it together, and that's gonna take time. So I'm still gonna be doing stuff for the stream, just not live streaming. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So, sayonara, guys. It's been fun. I'm gonna say goodnight tonight. I'm gonna get the Danganronpa parts up and in the playlist as soon as I get done eating, and then I'll do a longer stream tomorrow with Sunday stream goofy shit and a lot of fun. So I'm gonna be preparing for tomorrow's stream, which will indeed be longer than tonight. Okay? Sound good? Thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys watching. And more Danganronpa on Monday. Monday. I actually have to open up the credits. So, yeah. So hopefully looking forward to Monday. We're gonna do the trial. Trials are always good. Always. And even if this case is one of my least favorites because I think the investigation's a little slow and stuff, trial's still fun. I'm expecting a lot of you guys to be like, oh, really? I didn't see that coming. I definitely expect that, so. Give me one moment to find the credits. And I will bid you all a farewell tonight. I will try to stream longer tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Alright. Good night. See you later. Don't let the bed bugs bite.